Good evening, and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. This is David Steele, as always. This is my channel. And tonight, I'm going to try something a little different. I've had this International 9800 mod installed for a while, and I've played around with it, but I've never actually driven one. Well, I've never recorded myself driving one, so I've spec'd out one. This is a high roof, giving it the MX-13 engine, just the basic 405 horsepower, so it's no ball of fire, 13-speed transmission, 6x4. It's 5 p.m. I try and take my break at 7 p.m. and we're at Barstow, so let's see what drives we may have that will be a couple of hours, and probably not that much. That's 5 hours. Let's try the external contract market. See what we've got that's pretty short distance. That's a little too short. So is that. Bakersfield, 2.5 hours. Well, it's a heavy cargo for not that much power. But you know what? I'm going to give it a go. What's the worst that happens, right? Let's go ahead and grab the job. Wait for the game to load. Okay.
Zeit zu gehen.
Oh yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to adjust the seat here because I don't think I've adjusted the seat at all, so let's see what I want to do. Let's try that. Sit myself further back so we can see the mirrors. I can see the seat there. That's not good. I guess we'll do this. Let's try it wider. Does that help? Yeah, that helps. A wider perspective. Let's make it a little narrower. That'll do. I think that's where I need to be. So I'll adjust the mirrors. You do this once, and then it's set up for good. Now there's a cab over. It doesn't get those natty little hood mirrors. So changing lane is going to require using these side mirrors an awful lot. Okay, I think I'm good to go. Let's take a quick look at the truck. Painted it a blue. Looks like the side skirts are like grey. That's a little bit out of sorts. Quick check of the horn. Yep, pretty standard horn. So make sure the lights work. Yep. Main beam works as well. It has a reversing light. Well, what else do we have? GPS on the dashboard. That works okay. Alright. Well, let's see. Oh, my parking brake's on. There we go. So I wonder what this is like to drive. This should be okay, right? Bit of a weird echo to the sound so far. Can I look behind myself? Oh, I could even sit in the back. What do you know? I don't think I could really steer from there. Right, clear on the left. This guy's going to let me out. Or maybe not. Sorry, Sonny. Well, this is a little odd of an experience. Sounds nice though. And there's the MX-13. Peak torque's at 900 RPM. Loses puff somewhere around about 1800 RPM. Check the engine brake. It has one. There's my cargo. Yeah, this is a little strange to drive. Not used to cab overs. I didn't adjust the steering wheel, but I don't think I need to. She's telling me to pick up my cargo. think I have this cab over and the Kenworth K100. I think that those are the only two cab overs I've got installed right now. I played around with a Freightliner Argosy. May not have pronounced that correctly. So no word of a lie. Been inspired to drive this truck because one of my colleagues at the office has got a similar truck. His is purple though, mine's blue. Okay. Do I do a tug check? No, I'm sure it'll be fine. Alright, so we're in. We'll try starting off in second gear, but I think that that's okay. Alright. It's managing it. There's plenty of torque, so it should be okay. And we are.
Biege nach rechts ab.
Let's check on the left. There's someone some distance, but I think I can go for it. Okay, alright.
Demnächst rechts abbiegen.
So this transmission has a retarder,
Biege nach rechts ab.
which is nice. Yeah, there's a little orange tail light there just to the left of the steering wheel when I use it. But nothing for the engine brake that I can see or that I've seen so far. That is a long trailer. Oops. How easy we forget these things. Been a mess of this so far then. Pull way over to the left and then see if that gets me free. Seems to have. Yep. Alright. Just went over the sidewalk a lot, but there we go. So over the bridge we go and then left onto the freeway. This thing's really eager to rev. I'm surprised.
Demnächst links abbiegen.
Maybe the engine's more powerful than the statistics would have me believe. Oh, I was tempted to pull out in front of this bus because I don't like buses in the game, but oh, he's stopping for me. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Probably shouldn't have used second, but there we go. Felt like I hit the governor there. Disclaimer, not the governor of the state that we're in, but the diesel engine governor. That's our set cruise at 55. And wait for the truck to accelerate, which it doesn't want to do. But we're turning off up here anyway, so hopefully...
Dann Ausfahrt rechts.
Set it to 45. Okay, there we go.
Nimm die Ausfahrt
Maybe
rechts.
down to 40. Cabo is not always the most stable truck to take corners at high speed. But I'm going to wing it, just go for it. Up to 55. A little bit of signal, there we go. Let's put my lights on dipped. Okay, well, so far so good then. Oops. Always forget about the speed limit. Yeah, I don't see a switch for engine brake or anything that lights up, so fair enough. And sometimes in this game, when two lanes merge into one, it causes a big traffic issue. Now, yes, that's a little bit like real life, but it's not that realistic because, well, generally people only tend to seemingly bump into each other when it's busy. This game will do it when it's not busy. Still, we're burbling along fairly competently at 50. That's more power than I thought that this little engine would be providing. See, I tap up to 55. How quickly does it take to get to 55? Okay, not that quick. So how's everybody doing? I am still full of allergies and just might have a sinus infection with what's happening right now. And these things just persist for a time. I can scoot past everyone here. It's just not fun. It makes me feel grumpy and irritatable and just not good. Okay, Subaru, do you want to go around or what? I do want to go around you, so let's put it up to 65 and see if we can manage it. Everybody lean forward. So far, this cab over has been echoey loud, pretty performant for what the engine is, and very easy to maneuver. Its turning circle is tiny, but that's one of the big benefits of cab overs. I haven't rolled it yet. Note the word yet. I'm surprised I haven't been busted speeding yet either. That's okay. Alright. Let me let the truck coast for a bit and we'll bring the speed down to 55, I think. There we go. Be nice to see if I can get reasonable economy from it, but it's averaged 5.3 so far. That's a little bit low. It's just a short trip, and it's a heavy cargo, so... Yeah, we're losing speed. It's downshift. Still losing speed. I'll try and lug it up at the 12th. Hopefully it'll do it. Hopefully. It's really sensitive to steering input. Drop down to 11th. In this transmission, 11th is the direct drive ratio. Now, it's still struggling to try 10th. Try 9. That's better. Alright. So if the transmission were to be overheating at any point, and you can get it into 11th gear, or what would that be, 5 high? That's the gear to use, because you completely override or just rule the gearbox out of the drivetrain. But I don't think transmission overheating is a feature of the game. Quick drive-by. Yeah, it's a fairly clean-looking cab over. Goes the retarder kicking in, keeping the speed under control, which is nice because it's a little roly-poly. We're almost there. Well, fair enough. So, with this being an articulated trailer, I'm not really of a mind to try the difficult parking, because it will be 10 minutes driving, 25 minutes watching me shunt this thing backwards and forwards, making a mess of it. But we might try the simple parking, though that's probably just not worth it. Yeah, we're almost at Bakersfield. Let's cancel cruise, drop down a gear. Let's listen to that engine brake. Not much. Put the windows down. Try that again. Not that impressive, really. Use the left lane. Use the service brakes. That was a little aggressive, David. Sorry about that, everyone. Okay. Well, back down to second. Which is probably one low, with first being C for crawling. Love that sound pack, though. Do we get to go now? Yes. Take this nice and wide. That's a very long trailer. Go off the power. Turn it in. Hopefully I've done enough to avoid hitting anything. Other than maybe the curb.
Demnächst links abbiegen. Biege nach links ab.
Okay, off the power again. I have to wait for this car. Go. Turn in a little late. Let's just see what that's like. Yeah, it should be fine. Whoops. Should be fine now anyway.
Wir sind heile angekommen.
Well, that was a really short trip in a kind of interesting truck. What does it say? That's not as easy as it looks. We'll give it a go. It says... Yeah, the tentacle on this thing is insane. It's very, very small. I don't think we've got it in the spot, but we might have done. Maybe. Nope. Well, I'm going to cheat. There we go. That counts as getting it close enough, right? So, 121, 20 gallons. That's not particularly great consumption. I mean, it's what? 6? Yeah, 6 exactly. Okay, it's not horrendous. It's a pretty heavy cargo. Comments, observations to make about that truck? Seems okay. Seems to be a little quicker than I expected. So I'll do some more driving and see whether that's just me. Maybe it's a very light truck. Well, thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you have, you know where to click. If you haven't, you probably also know where to click as well. Subscribe for more. Have a great day. Goodbye.